Hello, my name is Carol Hamilton. I'm a 4-H agent in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and today I'm going to show you how to make a key lime quick bread. So today we're going to start off with our butter and our sugar. We're going to cream it. My butter has been sitting out on the counter for about an hour now, so it's nice and soft when I put it into my mixer. And this is 2/3 cup of butter, sugar. And we can actually pour all of it in at once. We're going to start again on a low speed. And then as it starts to combine, we can increase the speed, but we don't want our sugar and butter flying all over the kitchen. Now that my butter and sugar are creamed together, we're going to add 4 eggs. And even though all 4 eggs are in the same bowl, I'm going to slowly incorporate them on a low speed. This is what your mixture should look like after you have your butter, sugar, and eggs combined. You can put it back onto the mixer, and we're going to measure in our vanilla, which is going to be 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. To get the most juice out of our lime, we're actually going to roll our limes on the counter. And you can put quite a bit of force on your lime, and this is going to make your lime feel nice and soft inside and juicy. So when we cut it open, I usually cut it into quarters. We can squeeze the most juice out of the lime, and we can take each quarter and squeeze the juice out. I'm actually using Persian limes today. The store was out of key limes, but the Persian limes are just slightly larger, but they have a very similar flavor as key limes do. And we need 2 tablespoons of juice. So after I have squeezed my limes, I can measure out 2 tablespoons of my lime juice to give us that great flavor. And the extra juice we're actually going to save for a glaze after the bread comes out of the oven. Okay, we're now going to prepare our dry ingredient mixture. So I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And we'll do this in a separate bowl. That way we get this mixture combined before we add it into our big bowl. We have 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And we'll just level our edge on the edge of the can. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna also put in a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and we can just combine these ingredients. The reason that we're mixing this outside of our wet ingredients is just to make sure that our baking powder is completely incorporated into our flour so it rises evenly when we get it into the oven. Okay, so that looks like a good mixture. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna slowly incorporate our flour and our cup of milk into our eggs, sugar, and butter mixture. So I'm gonna put this on the lowest setting. I'm gonna slowly pour some flour into our mixture. And as that's pouring, you can either use an extra hand or set one down. I like to do this together, where I'm pouring my milk and my flour mixture in. And let this all get combined. I'm going to scrape the edges before I continue. And we'll finish adding the rest of our flour and milk. This is considered a quick bread recipe because we're not letting our bread rise. The rising agent in our bread is our baking powder. It's an alkaline mixture, and when combined with the acid of our limes and heat, it's going to allow our bread to rise. I need to scrape my sides one more time. We have 2 ingredients left. I have a cup of chopped walnuts. Now, if you are allergic to nuts or don't want to include nuts, that's an ingredient that you can easily leave out or substitute with another nut. And some lime zest. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of lime zest. And I'm just gonna zest directly into the bowl. We just want that top layer of green zest in our mixture. And this gives our bread a nice texture and a little pop of color. And of course, that zesty lime flavor. Now these limes have been washed ahead of time. We don't want to zest in any dirt. And each of these limes is giving about a tablespoon of zest. Okay, we've added our lime zest, and I'm going to add my walnuts at this time. And I'm just going to slowly turn it on just for a couple seconds. Everything is incorporated. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. I can scrape my beater off. And now we are ready to put it into our bread pan. So I have a greased 9x5 bread pan. And this recipe actually makes 2 loaves. So I'm gonna pour about half our mixture into the bread pan. And our bread is ready to go into the oven. This bread is going to cook from 50 to 55 minutes at 350 degrees. And we'll do a check to see if it's done at about the 50-minute mark and adjust the time from there. This is our key lime bread at the 50-minute mark, and we're gonna test to see if it is cooked all the way through. So I have a toothpick here, and I'm just gonna stick it in the center. And as we can see, it's still got a very runny batter in the middle of the bread. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back in the oven, because what we want to happen is when we put the toothpick in and pull it out, that the toothpick is clean and it doesn't have any batter on it. So we'll go ahead and add some time to our bread.